This video is sponsored by Mark 7 Car Wash Equipment, providing clean, dry, shiny cars for over 50 years. Visit mark7.net for more information.
Hello and welcome to Unscripted, the video series that connects you with market leaders. Today on our Unscripted video, we welcome Adam Korngold, CEO and founder of Washify Services and Waves Car Wash. Hello, Adam, and thank you for joining us here today.
Hi, Rich. Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be on.
So today's topic is on leveraging new technologies to maximize the power of wash club programs. And Adam, I know the programs of today are really 2.0 compared to the older programs of, stamp cards and punch cards that we saw popular in the 80s and 90s maybe. So I know new technologies are driving that advancement. So, and I know we'll discuss new technologies later on in this interview, but my first question for you is, Adam, with your experience in the market, what do you see the top 3 mistakes that operators make today when implementing and managing a wash club program at their washes?
Sure. So I think the biggest mistake that I see is that car washes price their unlimited too high. So the idea behind the unlimited is it's a good deal for your customers who will save money if they use your wash often. And if you price it at a multiple that's 4 or 5 times the price of a wash, then the only people you're going to get are people who come in at least 4 or 5 times. You'll have a higher cancellation rate because if they don't come in 4 or 5 times, they'll cancel, and you'll have fewer people signing up. So if you price your wash at a multiple of, and I own a wash in Boston, and I priced it less than 2 times the price of the wash. Your pitch is now to the customer, if you come in twice a month, you save money. So I think it's important to be right at that price. Another thing that I've seen is a lot of car wash owners, not a lot, but some that are doing an unlimited program because their competitors are offering an unlimited program, or they've heard about it and they hear it's a good thing, but they're skeptical about the program. And the problem is then they don't really believe in the program. They price it too high. Their staff doesn't believe in the program. They're not fully vested in marketing, and the program doesn't do well. So you have to think about, why am I doing the unlimited program? And the reason you're offering an unlimited or membership program is because you believe that it will bring in more revenue. Your customers will like it more because now they don't have to worry about, they know they'll always have a guaranteed car, guaranteed clean car. So it's a better deal for them and a better deal for you. So that's important. The other mistake I see is that, you want to keep the program really simple, and you want to keep the pricing simple. So you want to make it easy for customers to sign up, to cancel, to add additional vehicles. And then you want to offer, you probably don't want to have 10 different unlimited packages. You want to make it simple. They pull up, they only have, a few seconds before they either, decide what they're buying from a person or from a pay station. So my 2 things are simple pricing, and make sure you actually believe in the program that you're selling, so your whole staff believes in it.
It's important to have buy-in right from the top for the success of the program, for sure. So those are all good points, Adam. So I mentioned new technologies driving innovation and advancement in loyalty club programs these days at the top of our interview here. So in what specific ways can operators leverage new technologies to increase the effectiveness and the efficiency of their membership programs?
Sure. So I think the biggest change that we've seen in the last few years is the introduction of using a license plate for managing the unlimited program. And the license plate does a few things. So it makes it easier to sign up the customer. They pull up to a pay station or POS, you recognize the license plate, there's no RFID tag on the windshield, and it's seamless. It also allows you to keep track of better track of the vehicle. And previously with RFIDs or a card, or a phone app, you can use, it's easier to use those in other vehicles, right? They can switch the RFID tag, not easily, but you can do it. It's a crime to switch a license plate onto a different car. So hopefully they're not doing that, although I'm sure you'll catch somebody at some point. But I think overall the license plate it's an easier sign-up process, and it makes it easier to validate the vehicle and prevent theft. So that's a key thing. The other technologies that have been introduced are an account updater, credit card account updater. And the idea behind that is, and Amazon has used this for years, you have your credit card saved somewhere online and your credit card expires, but you can still use that same credit card over and over again. And the account updater is the ability for the software company to continue charging the card or to get a new card number because the customer's card expired or was stolen or declined. And it actually reduces decline rates significantly. It doesn't help you on debit cards, but helps significantly on credit cards, up to 50% fewer cards. That means you have fewer people canceling, fewer people holding up your line on a busy day. The other thing I think that's important is being able to self-manage a license plate, an unlimited program, and freeing you up, right? Like you as the car wash owner and your staff should focus on running the car wash. Customer wants to change their credit card, customer wants to cancel, customer wants to add a new vehicle. Having the ability for the customer to do that on their own will free up your staff and allow them to focus on washing vehicles. So, we have the ability to sign into a website and add vehicles, change the credit card, and update your personal information, email, phone number, all online. That helps making the program as easy as possible to manage. So.
Okay. Now, certainly car counts have been up, and maybe these loyalty programs can account for at least a good portion of that. More people are also leaving their driveways and coming to professional car washes. Another reason why traffic counts might be up these days. But for existing washes, how should site design be changed or modified to increase traffic flow on a busy car wash site in order to run a successful membership program, in your opinion?
Sure. So in terms of being able to maximize throughput, right? You're probably going to want to validate the customer before they get into the tunnel. So a couple things. If you have a car wash that doesn't have pay stations, on a busy day, you don't want a customer pulling into the tunnel to find out their credit cards, their credit cards declined or their membership's expired. And not having any cash on them, and then you have to either back them out or send them for free on a wash. So you want to be able to pre-sell and validate the vehicle in advance, and that can be done through a tablet, through having a POS, 4, 5, 6 cars before the entrance to the tunnel. If you have pay stations, what I have in my wash is I put in a dedicated unlimited lane, and you pull up to the pay station. The gate opens and the car drives through. And by having a dedicated unlimited lane on your property, one, your paying customers look, my car wash, they look at their window and they see cars going through and gates opening and not having to wait. And they're like, oh, how do I get in that lane? So I think that's a big impact. But also for the unlimited customers, they quickly come in, gate opens, and they move forward. They don't have to wait behind somebody who's paying in cash or deciding what they want. And depending on the configuration, obviously not all sites can accommodate this. But if you have room, putting an unlimited lane it's a less expensive lane compared to a cash lane, just to validate customers. So.
Now, we've talked a lot about club membership and club members. I'd like to turn the attention to non-members for a second here. How has the need for contactless transactions changed the ability of a car wash to service its pay-per-visit customers? What role is technology playing in helping car washes process non-members versus members in this COVID-19 era that we're living through here?
Sure. So a couple of things. So as a company, we've seen a shift, and this is not surprising to anybody who's listening to the broadcast, but there's been a shift to put in pay stations and replace a person as a pay point. And we've seen that accelerate significantly, where car wash owners are, before they would prefer having a personal interaction with the customer, now they're preferring to have a pay station greet the customer for safety reasons. My customers in my car wash, I think a lot of times are, they prefer having a pay station. I have 2 lanes. I have a person in a booth and I have a pay station. And I can tell that a lot of people prefer the pay station, which is unusual because previously customers would gravitate towards paying the employee. We've made a couple changes on our end to allow customers to go through without touching the kiosk. We have a phone app, and on that phone app, you can enter your license plate and buy a wash, and you pull up to the pay station. Pay station reads the license plate, and the gate opens without the customer having to touch the screen. And I've been promoting that at my wash, and we've had people buy it online. People call about asking about how do I not talk to anybody and go through the wash. So I think that's we previously had the phone app, but they would have to touch the screen, and consumers are looking for minimal interaction. I think there's certainly been trends of buying more wash books online, signing up for the unlimited online, entering your license plate just so that you have a completely seamless experience at the car wash. I think the other thing that we're working on is introducing contactless payments, where we have a terminal, and the terminal faces the customer outside. I think credit cards will have an accelerated chip card that's going to be installed in the card, so people are going to tap. So I think we'll see a lot of technology going forward where less touching and less personal interaction in the sales process.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for those responses and for your time today. And I know your company is a great supporter of our publication as well. So thank you for that partnership with Professional Car Washing and Detailing Magazine. And thank you for your time today, Adam, to do this interview for carwash.com.
Thank you, Rich. I really enjoyed it.